If it doesn't, I'll just take this video, and when I get to the house, I'll say, well, this shit didn't work, and hit the delete button. And you guys will never know. Hey folks, well, you caught me in a weak moment. I was thinking. Plans change. Thought I knew what I was going to do with it until I put it up here on the sawmill, and I realized I had a problem. But then I realized that maybe I could turn my problem into an opportunity. You know, it's the old glass half empty, half full kind of thing. From an engineering standpoint, the glass is full. It's half full of water and half full of air. You get a log and the pith is off center. Now, I've done a lot of videos about how to saw off center and how to get rid of stress and how to identify stress and blah, 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 and all that's pretty cool. But this is an unusual log. This is a mineralized poplar, which means it's got some really cool colors. And if I face saw the log, which I had planned on doing, I'm going to get a cathedral grain. On the other hand, if I vertical grain saw it, then I'm sawing perpendicular to the face grain, and it rotates the look to a much more spiked and distinctive look. It almost, instead of looking kind of a pastel spread out look, now it's hard lines sometimes. Very distinctive look. So vertical grain sawing is not quarter sawing because I'm not lining up the pith. I'm not trying to bisect or otherwise define the medullary rays. But what I am trying to do is get the quarter sawn look without getting the quarter sawn rays. In some ways, people may say this is rift sawing, R-I-F-T. But as a general rule, if you're rift sawing, you're basically quarter sawing you just missed. I mean, you can call it whatever you want. I mean, y'all call it a chicken with a rhinoceros head. It don't matter to me. I'm just telling you how I do it. The pith is way off center, see? From here to way over there. And that gives me the opportunity to face saw these boards. Then I can come down here. Now this cant is going to be very unbalanced, right? Basically this is going to be half the cant, and if this pith was balanced it would go out to here, but basically what I'm going to end up with is an extremely unbalanced cant. One more right here, and one more right here before I start getting these guys, and that will allow me to keep these guys balanced. So I'm going to get this one and this one. That will tighten up my vertical grain cant, because this is just getting a little too face sawn and it is getting a little too unbalanced. Then I'm going to get these guys, and then I'll immediately start getting into vertical grain or near vertical grain. And the whole time when I'm sawing down here, I'm going to end up right about here. So I should be out of the pith. Now I'm going to have some really cool looking boards, and hopefully, see, what's the odds of all this working? And hopefully I'll be able to pull you off some boards that you'll be able to see the difference between a vertical grain and a vertical grain / rift sawing, but it's really a sloppy rift. I mean, there's a way to rift saw, there's a way to quarter saw, and then you take vertical grain sawing and then you can relax both of those. For this kind of wood, what it does, it helps you change your cathedral grain pattern into a vertical grain pattern. If it doesn't, I'll just take this video, and when I get to the house, I'll say, well, this shit didn't work, and hit the delete button. And you guys will never know. Look at all that sawdust coming out. I slowed it down a little bit. So I'm in the kind of into the face grain here, and you can see our cathedral grain. You can see how I've got the axis, the pith centered, with the board for the most part. And you can see how it looks like the spires on a cathedral. The grain is basically balanced, and it has more of a flat look along growth rings. That's a growth ring. That's a growth ring. Obviously, this is one. So you can see I'm cutting it flat, cutting it across the face, and that's why that's called face sawing. Once I get a little further in, I'm going to be cutting perpendicular to these, and it's going to have a whole different look. Here you can see I'm still face sawing, so big wide streak of rainbow poplar there. I'm going to face saw these just like I did on my professional lumber crayon drawings. And I'm just going to keep looking and seeing how things turn out. There's the sound of the band singing. I like it. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but I can. One more. Band's hit the note. I'm sawing about as fast. There it goes, about as fast as I can on this wide. Bring us down. All right, let's take another cut. And now you can see it picks up more of the vertical stripes or the perpendicularity to, yes, I do know that word, perpendicularity. So these are the little pin knots that it had when it was a sapling. So as you're growing away, you'll notice the grade gets higher. But you can tell this basically is starting to turn into a vertical grain look, and it's got a completely different characteristic than flat saw. Pretty cool. Now you may be wondering what I'm doing here with this mess. One thing I try to do on mineralized poplar that I don't do on a lot of other species is I try to turn a pith into a mantle. I'm not really worried about how wide they are, but I do want to get about 4.5 inches thick, which is, for me, 2 of these 8 or 9 quarter boards, and then I offload them over here. A lot of people that buy mantles don't care if they're cracked. It's fine with me because they're gonna crack. But this is me going ahead and anticipating me getting that out. So now I'm gonna rotate over. I'm gonna get at least 2 here. Then I'm gonna shave that. And then I'll get these guys. Sawing's fun. You too can be creative with your logs. I have to interrupt my sawing by doing some offloading. Oh, these are heavy. I hate them. How pretty is that? I mean, seriously. So I'm talking about the vertical grain. It's got a strikingly distinctive and abrupt change. Just goes from light to dark to light to dark, very distinctive lines, very dramatic. Puts my mantle at about 4 by 10, still a little bit wide. I'm gonna bring it down to 4 by 8. Now let's get the mantle. Whoa, look at all the stress on that. Holy mackerel. I get my finger under there. That's a lot of stress. That's why you want to stay out of the pit. Wow, that was a lot of stress on that sucker, wasn't it? Again, notice how I'm coming in basically vertical now. Knocked the camera over. Had to change view and angle. This is vertical grain. You can see these very distinctive, very dramatic streaks running vertically down the length of the board. And you can quickly see, you can clearly see how the grain's set up. This is cool. So what did I get? I got some big wide flat sawn boards, 8/4. Look cool. I got a whole wad of vertical grain and mid-vertical grain. And then I also got one more slab, or I should say one more mantle. Not quite centered pith, but hey, it's a mantle. Now, whether or not you like the flat sawn mineralized poplar versus the vertical grain sawn, hey, you know, that I'll let the customers tell me that. Or if you want to buy the wood, you tell me that, and I'll sell you with the one you want. But certainly, if the conditions warrant a little freestyle sawing, let her go. What do you say, Chip? What do we take a break? Sure, Dad, let's do it. What do you like, Chip? The vertical grain or the flat sawn? He's not telling me. He's gonna keep it a secret. Labradors are so secretive. I hope y'all had fun with this one. I hope y'all, it didn't hurt you to see me do a little thinking up front. It gave me a headache. I don't like to think that much. But anyway, I had a ball with this log. This is cool. I got more to do. I hope y'all have fun. I hope y'all enjoy watching me. Please subscribe. It does not cost a penny. Basically, it just tells YouTube that somebody's watching my videos, and it helps me out by getting them in front of more people. I hope y'all have a good day, and we will see you all next week. Robert Milton, Hobby Hardwood, signing off. Oh, let's go to the house real quick. Thanks for visiting our sawmill. Click on the links above to see more of our videos.